We are in the era of personal branding. Everybody wants to brand their personality, but do we understand our personalities before we are able to brand it and give it out to people? Or have we sat with ourselves to understand who we are on the inside before we're able to brand that and project it to the world? Hi my loves, welcome back to the channel. My name is Enna Agofre and you're so welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about personality, right? Strong personality versus weak personalities and how to find a balance, right? Understanding your personality, how to have a strong personality without coming across as too harsh, how to have a personality that doesn't look too soft. We're going to explore personality types, why you meet some people for the first time and instantly fall in love with them, and why you meet some people and obviously there's a mismatch. You hear things like, my spirit did not just agree with this person, so yeah, all of that we're going to be talking about in today's video. So are you ready? Let's go. There are a whole lot of personalities that exist on different spectrums. You have personalities that are loud and outspoken. You have personalities that are reserved. You have personalities that may come off as rude. You have personalities that are flowery. You have a whole spectrum of personalities. So what I want you to do is to understand where you fall under these categories. I'm going to be grouping them into three and we'll discuss all the personalities. So number one, we have the loud and audacious personality types. Category of people are often outgoing, so they're often seen as outgoing, they're often seen as expressive. So example of these personality types are people who would walk into a room and before they go and sit at their designated area or where they are supposed to sit, they've greeted like the entire, like everybody in the room, and in fact everybody in the room actually knows them. They're easygoing, they're lovable, they're the kind of person that you'd walk into a room and if they don't hail 5 people, 10 people have already hailed them. So they're that kind of person that are outgoing, easy to communicate, they laugh a lot, they play a lot, they are just outgoing. So they are very audacious. They're very loud personalities because from the gates or from the door they've already started shouting at their friends who's on the other end of the room, say, my guy, that sort of thing. So they're jolly, they're happy, they're that's who they are. Are you in that category of personality? So we have the blunt personality types, the say it as it is personality types, the one who would not sugarcoat it. They'll tell you, this is how I'm feeling, and you will have a peace of my mind. Right? The one who will say, I'm gonna be honest with you, brutally honest with you, and they'll give it to you as it is. Those people can either be seen as overly confident, like what's wrong with this one, or rude. Because they walk in and say, or in a meeting setting they'll be like, oh, I don't think we should da 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 da. They say it as it is, and maybe they call out a team member. The last time we did this person didn't. If with other people who are like more flowery, more of the first personality types, bold and audacious people, and friendly to everybody, they will kind of like want to sugarcoat, okay, maybe this project happened because some people in the team did not take up the responsibility that they were supposed to take. But these guys will tell you, this project fucked up. This project didn't go as planned because this person, Amaka Ebube, mentioned the name, sorry, I'm mentioning Igbo names, but yeah, didn't go as planned. And now we have the quiet and reserved, flowery type personality who would be reserved. They're introverted and observant, and I'll say to a large extent, this is me, this is where I fall. Very observant, very introverted, very reserved. Those are the key words. Anybody who says to me, tell me about yourself, the first thing I'm leaving with is, I'm a reserved person. I probably will not be giving you all of the information or all of the things that you're looking to get until I get comfortable with you. we can be seen in this category as mysterious, indifferent, like we don't care. But deep down, baby, we care a lot. So lacking a stand. One thing that I struggled with over time, and I know that for personality types like this, it could be like you are indecisive, you are not able to make a decision based off of you don't want to step on toes, right? Because you're reserved, you'd rather not be confrontational. But have you noticed, Joe, that sometimes society favors people or some certain personality types vis-a-vis the loud and audacious and bold personality types, people who it's easy for them to make friends, people who you are standing by the bus stop and they see you and they are shouting your name, over people like us. I say us because we are a lot on this table, but I've got good news for you. While it may seem like people who are loud are often celebrated, people who are loud are the ones who get all the accolades for being confident, and the ones who are quiet are not. They like get looked over and seen as sort of incompetent. They're like, okay, so if we give you this, how do we know or ensure that you're going to step out and do your work, even though you've proven time and again that you can do what it is that you say you can do. You know your onion, you can project, you can do the job basically. But all of that's not a concern because you are not loud and outgoing. And tell you what, there's hope. There's hope, because just because you're a quiet personality or you have a quiet personality type does not mean that you lack value. Obviously you're good at what you do, but you don't project it as much. You're not a loud personality type. So why do I say there's hope? Because there's a way you can project yourself, your personality type, present yourself as confident, be seen, without actually losing who it is that you truly are. Some people would rather sit in the flowery the place of, you know, like the spectrum of being like a flowery personality type, introverted and whatnot, category C in this case, not because they're afraid, not because they're shy, but because they find solitude in that space. You know, I don't just want anybody to disturb me. Maybe like a very motivating factor for them to be there, right? Not because they are afraid to take up space. No, it's just, you know, I'd rather be in the sidelines. I'd rather watch from, you know, the background and not actively put myself out there. That may be a motivating factor. But guess what? There's a way you can balance your personality without being relegated to the sidelines, without being like a background noise, without being unnoticed, without being all of that. Because in this era of personal branding, you have to show up and show out. There's something I saw, you know, for reality TV shows, that people don't just take personalities. I think personalities that fall in the middle, like, so people don't just accept personalities that are she's not looking for anybody's trouble, she's just there. They'd rather accept personalities that are very playful, very happy, very, you know, friends with everybody, and also accept personalities that are, if you talk to me anyhow, I will give it back to you, than personalities that are, they're talking to you and you're just like this, you're not saying anything. Well, some people would relate to you, but truly, what people are looking for, or what data says, is that those two personality types are the ones that are raking in views for reality TV shows. So like I said, there's hope for you who fall under the C spectrum, because you can show up and show out without losing yourself. If you're not naturally loud, it's okay. If you're not naturally a bitch, it's okay. I'm sorry I used that word, but it's okay. How to know how to act your personality. So whatever spectrum that you fall into, the first thing or the first step for you to do is to know your natural disposition. This is what I want. This is what I want to be. It's okay if you are in the C spectrum. So I'm gonna, for clarity again, the A spectrum are the loud, audacious people, people who are friendly, outgoing. The B spectrum are the people who are, say it as it is, you know, if you talk to me, I'll talk back at you, I'll give it to you, I'm not sure I'm putting anything. And the C spectrum is the personality type where I fall under, the one where is reserved, introverted, and very, very much reserved. So know your natural disposition. Like I was saying, it's okay if you are in the C spectrum and you want to get to A spectrum. It is not a far cry. It is not an impossible thing to do. The most important thing, so your personality type may have been born out of, you know, the environment that you're in. Some people, like from childhood, they grew up in an environment or in a home where they would try to speak, maybe they want to say something, ask questions, and they're always shunned, like keep quiet, don't say anything, you know, or they call you, or you say something and they say this one is so stupid, why are you talking? So that may have crafted how your personality, you know, formed. So you need to first of all understand your natural disposition, and in understanding that, you need to know why it is, you know, what it is. In order for you to know what your natural disposition is, self-awareness is very, very important, right? Self-awareness is very important in order for you to know what your personality type is. Now you need to understand that confidence does not come with aggression. You can be confident without being loud. You can be confident in so many ways without being, I found my guy, or without being a bitch. I'm sorry I keep using the word a bitch, but you can be confident in so many ways. You can be quiet and confident, you can be loud and confident. Confidence is not a, it's not written in one color ink, right? You can rewrite it, rewrite it, unwrite it. Basically, you get the point. You can, you know, structure it however you want to structure it. That will help you is to speak with clarity and not with volume. Don't shout because you think you want to pass your points across. Sometimes it may be like that, you know. You may just be in a place where people are not listening to you, and you may just feel like, what's the point? No. So instead of shouting above their voice, you rather want to wait for them to finish and then allow them to give you room so you can speak with clarity and not with volume. You don't have to say everything to everybody. You don't have to say yes to everybody. So because you feel like the guys in A spectrum are like easygoing, everybody loves them, and you want to get there, the way to get there is not by saying, oh yes, I'll do this for you, oh yes, I'll do that for you, oh yes, I'll be that for you, oh yes, I'll do. Basically, like the old saying goes, do not be everybody's El Shaddai, else. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. You want to be assertive in this case. Assertive is standing on your ground. You have your reasons why you said no. No, I cannot take up the project at this time because I have a lot on my plate. Overbearing is when you are now speaking over people and, you know, not even having a care in the word what they are saying, but you just want to pass your own message across. That's overbearing, right? You're not that person. Don't be that person. Finally, embrace your personality and own it. You need to find clarity in your personality type. There has to be some form of self-awareness in knowing your natural disposition, where you fall. So now once you've had that self-awareness, that clarity that you need, one thing you must do is to embrace your personality type. It's okay that you're quiet, it's okay that you're loud, it's okay that you are blunt, but guess what? Do not try to bend over to fit into other people's representation of you. At the end of the day, it is a personality that you have, and it's a personality that you must express, right, to the world. Okay, you must try to show yourself to the world as much as possible that this is who I am, this is what I represent. And it's okay if that changes too, you know, because life is change is a constant thing, and life is like an evolving, you know, evolving, how do I say it now, you grow and you change, and the things that you once like, you don't like them anymore. That's okay, that's okay, my dears. I hope I've been able to throw more light on personality types. And then if you have questions around personality and you want me to make another video simply to clarify questions around it, please let me know. Hit the drop in the comment section. I am a bit curious as to know what personality types you fall under. Let's do spectrum A, spectrum B, and spectrum C. Let's see what personality types that you fall under. I will be reading your comments. Of course, don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. Bye guys.